Hi, my name is Lorenzo Santorelli from the University of Surrey in UK. Today we're going to talk about how immersive virtual reality helps students to retain information, and I'm going to report one case study. So we're going to talk about why do we use technology. We're talking about immersive virtual reality. I'm going to present my case study, and then I'm going to report my conclusion. So first of all, technology is faster, more powerful, accessible than ever before. And pretty much each single person have constant access to it. Learners are born in an era where technology was there already, are raised with technology, more at ease typing and writing. They want to learn in a different way. Those are digital natives, such as Generation X. They have grown up with technology. They provide them with a vast amount of almost instantaneous information. On the other side, we also have an increase in knowledge at faster rate, and we generate a huge amount of information that can lead to confusion. We as educators, we find ourselves at the center of, and we try to navigate students throughout all these. In the future, we're going to have to close the gap between how students construct and engage with knowledge in a media-rich environment and how school classroom environment engage. So why should we use technology? So first of all, expectation. Today, students who engage in media-rich environments have a new expectation and demand on tuition, which may encourage university to invest in high technology tools and adapt the way they engage with students and deliver teaching. And then expertise. These digitally natives are often skilled, confident users of technology. Then we have practical reason. Technologies must be used for a practical purpose. We have used it for decades, and even if we don't realize it, and there is no reason why we should stay behind. And finally, as educator, we need to consider the pedagogical element of introducing technology, appreciating the variety of student technical ability in order to support those who have less experience of such platform, which could impact their enthusiasm to engage and use technology. And we have to mention the digital divide. So in a recent period, it was found that at least up to 27% of UK university students were unable to access online learning and also other limitations. So as a pedagogical reason, new teachers are demanding it. Technology is considered a necessity for the learning environment. The advent of new technologies in combination with our understanding how people learn offers new opportunities to engage student and teacher in transformative way of learning. And to have active learning experience, use of technology tools and multimedia help enhance the atmosphere of the classroom. Each student actively engage in the learning process. And especially now that we had the chance to test active learning and its potential. And finally, students in our modern society will require an increasingly wide range of knowledge and skills from school, particularly in the STEM discipline, to learn to skill useful for their employability. So immersive learning is the process of learning with the use of a simulated artificial environment, providing an environment that allows students to become fully involved. And immersive learning can offer rich content because of this, and the user tend to be highly engaged. And this allows students to use tools, see laboratories, go undersea, and visit places that usually wouldn't be possible. So, and we're going to specifically talk about virtual reality, immersive learning in VR. And virtual reality is a computer technology that uses a virtual reality headset to generate realistic images. The applications are immense, from gaming to medicine industry and so on. We just recently start tapping this potential into teaching. So far, what do we know? We know that immersive learning environment increases motivation, enjoyment by the students. But we also need to be careful that without thought being applied, users might overly focus on the fun characteristic of virtual reality simulation to the detriment of learning goals. And for the use of such technology to add educational value and to be recognized by students as a genuine opportunity to learn, they need to be integrated into theoretical frameworks and not used indiscriminately. And finally, for example, identify a designing learn approach to create a learning specification. However, researchers challenge these findings, suggesting that sometimes the virtual reality does not improve learning. So, to fill this gap, while it will appear that virtual reality has the potential to complement and enhance pedagogical practice, more evidence is required. And I'm presenting a 4 years long case study based on a university in UK. So I'm module leader for animal diversity module. This is a final year optional module in a small cohort, and it's quite a good interactive approach. So much of the material covered, animal taxonomy, can appear abstract, and learners can have difficulty related to subjects they have no first-hand experience of, especially without visualizing some organisms in the natural environment. As a consequence, the development of new knowledge in their cognitive structure might be limited, as well as retaining knowledge. So we use Google Expedition application, which is a free virtual reality teaching tool. This app provides a platform that allows teachers to guide students through 900 different locations, monitor what they're seeing, as well as providing information regarding the environment they are immersed in. So we use a virtual reality kit which keeps all the student devices connected to the teaching device. And the virtual reality practical provides an interesting way to explore the concept of the lectures, as well the visual aspects of it helped to put into context the material covered in a fun and new way. So the students are randomly assigned to 2 different groups, experimental and control. All the students are requested to fill a multiple choice questionnaire about corals and sponges at the beginning of the practical. Then the experimental group participate to the virtual reality activity, while the control group watch several YouTube videos covering the same topics in corals and sponges. At the end, both groups fills the same questionnaire again. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to compare the results from this questionnaire in each group before and after the activity. And then, for pedagogical reason, the control group experienced the virtual reality activity as well after filling the last question, just because we don't want them to be left out. So the results. So the experimental group, the one that used immersive virtual reality, scored 69% correct answer before the activity and 82% after the activity, with a statistically significant improvement. The control group, the one that used a YouTube video, scored 71% correct answer before watching the videos and 75% after that, presenting some improvements but not statistically significant. No difference were found comparing the percentage of correct answer before the activities between the 2 groups. If we're going to look at the improvement instead, the experimental group, the one with virtual reality, presented 13% of improvement, much higher when compared to the control group of 4.5%. We also test to exclude that significant variance between results from the different academic years. Remember, this is a 4 years long course, could affect the test. And to receive a qualitative feedback about the pedagogical value of the activity and to assess students, whether students found the practical element useful in terms of retaining information, we offer an optional anonymous questionnaire via Poll Everywhere that was sent to the student at the end of the modules. And the comment was really positive. The majority of students confirm that using virtual reality was enjoyable and helped them putting information into clear context. We also need to mention that some issue about disorientation still exists, even if just for a small group of students. So the results from this study point to a series of important messages about the value of immersive virtual reality in teaching. So our evidence has demonstrated that through the application of a relatively simple approach, knowledge retention did improve. The technology as immersive virtual reality provides a lecture with enhanced teaching tool and provides a high level of engagement. So we should look for new ways that technology can be applied in pedagogy. And this should encourage educators to engage students in innovative ways of learning, such as digital and immersive technology, they are becoming more readily available. And these are my notes, and thank you very much.